Welcome to another episode of Trendy with Kim Allison. This is a Kim's Chair solo rant today, you guys. And I have a beef today. I have a beef with something that freaking drives me nuts. Hairdressers who won't take ownership of their work. Literally can't stand it, which takes us today to salon stories, because we got to talk, y'all. I am so tired of seeing clients crying in their cars after appointments. And TikTok, it's full of them. Go do a deep dive. It's crazy. And something that I need professional hairdressers to know is that we need to make that license mean something. It is more important now than ever before that we hold that license with respect. We hold that license with pride. We do that license justice. We watch these videos and we see, oh, my hair is fried, and then everybody's commenting. It's getting millions of likes and views and, validating people who already think that. Here's the problem, you guys. It's not just hairdressers watching this and angry clients, okay, or even clients in general. Your senators' wives are watching this. Boards are watching this. The administration is watching this. We already have eyes on us trying to deregulate our licensing because they don't take us serious. Okay, we already have that going on. So let's just feed them more. All righty, let's just bury ourselves. Let's just dig our own grave. Why don't we? If we don't start taking our professional position seriously, you guys, we're not going to have a career path for the next generation of hairdressers. So that is the start of my rant today. And yes, you guys are going to say, Kim, but you still have those clients who are dramatic or whatever. Yeah, some people are going to be unhappy. They're going to be dramatic no matter what you do. I get that. But that cannot become an excuse every time a client is unhappy. It just cannot. You are the professional, okay? The one with the license, okay? Think about parenting. I always say when there's a problem between an adult and a child, I think the onus is always on the adult to handle it appropriately. Same thing with you.
Don't give me that who-me look.
As the professional. That means you have the responsibility in how the situation gets handled, okay? And stylist, you know when it's you. You really do. So stop playing in your client space, please. Disrespectful at best. And let's talk a little bit too about negligence versus a shady client, okay? Because we have to acknowledge that. Because we have walls up because clients will play you. I get it. But there's a difference between you messed up and the client is trying to get something for free. All right? First time issue, give them the benefit of the doubt, give them some grace, all righty? Assess the situation and assess it fairly, because you can't be so jaded by what happened with someone else, especially if you have a repeat offender, and punish this one-time offender. And again, I don't even think there's a question. When you know you effed up, you know it's you. So if you have a client, say that you're like, I think she's trying to get over on me. If the same client repeatedly complains or tries to get some free services, okay. So now we see that's a pattern, right? I would fire that client and be done with it. I wouldn't even waste my time with that person. I don't want you to use fear of being taken advantage of as an excuse to correct your own mistake. All righty? And what I mean by that is don't be so afraid that people are trying to get over on you that you overlook what you did. That right there is, you're going to destroy your reputation before you even get one. All righty, or ruin a reputation that you worked so hard for. All right. So let me ask you this, okay, on the client's behalf. Why should they pay for disappointment? Ask yourself, would you want to pay for something that you were unhappy with? I wouldn't. If you bought something defective and the store said, well, You already paid for it. No return. Sorry, you don't like it. Sorry. How would that sit with you? Why do we expect clients to accept that at all? Like why is that even your expectation that a client should accept that? Just because you grace them with your services? I mean, come on. And sometimes, you guys, I know we got bills to pay. I do. And that's what I call when you take advantage of clients, knowing that you did something wrong and you charge them anyway. I call that desperate hairdressing. Desperate hairdressing is when, if you're living check to check or money is tight and you've done the hours, you've done the time, you've used the products, and you did not deliver and you charge them anyway. That's what I call desperate hairdressing. But sometimes, stylist, next generation, if you're listening, please hear me. And people who do this, please hear me. Sometimes you don't get a payday. Yes, I said it. Sometimes you don't get a payday.
I won't be coming in here any longer until I'm getting paid.
You might not always have a payday that day if you cause the problem, okay? You may, you guys, believe it or not, I know, shocker, you may have to comp the service. Yes. You may have to redo it. Redo it. Your own mistake, okay? You may have to refund part or all of it, just depending. Obviously, if you've done two services and you did one well and you messed up on the other, then you may have to comp the one you messed up on. You just have to do it, you guys, because we cannot choose pay over customer service. You just simply can't do it. This is one of those careers where passion has to come before money. I know it's crazy, but when you do the work, when you educate yourself to be the best stylist you can be, promise you that money is going to come rolling in. Alrighty, you don't have to pull the wool over a client's eyes. You really don't. It's not going to serve you. It is nasty work, in my opinion. If that one comped service throws off your entire finances, if it can throw your finances all the way into chaos, maybe we need to talk next time. Maybe we need to get in this green money folder, okay, for one of our upcoming episodes. And if that's you, please hit me up. I can hook you up. I can give you resources to get your finances straight. Your business, it should have a cushion for occasional services that you might need to comp, okay? And especially if it's because of your own negligence. You have to have that emergency fund, just like you have in your real life. If your car breaks down or whatever, you've got to have a cushion somewhere. You cannot bleed your clients dry, especially if you're not giving them what they asked for. And I want to ask you this. If you are this person, say you're going to charge them anyway, knowing that you didn't deliver. Like, let me ask you, what did that couple $100 really cost you? I'm going to ask you that, but then I'm going to tell you also what it cost you, okay? So let's say you kept that 200, 300, 400, whatever, right? But what did you actually lose? That's the bigger question. You kept the money, but let me tell you what you lost. You lost the client, you lost referrals, you lost trust, and possibly your reputation. Alrighty, was keeping that money worth it? It shouldn't be. I hope not.
Show me the money.
I sure hope your reputation is more important to you. And I hope that your reputation is worth more than that one appointment. But let me let you in on something. Okay? If you haven't thought about this, I hope you have. But when this happens, if there's a service that I know I underperformed in, the first thing I do, if a client calls me and says, I just, not that it happens very often. It doesn't happen. It hasn't happened in a long time. Let me just put that out there. But it used to. It did, it does. Let me just say this. If I step outside of my comfort zone to do something that I know I'm not educated in, I mess it up. So I don't do it. All righty. So that's why I say sometimes the problem is your skill set. Your skills, that's one of your biggest assets. If you don't know how to do something, educate yourself, people, or stop offering services that you're not well versed in. All right. If you're not 100% sure of an outcome, do the age old under promise, over deliver, please. Your client's going to be like, oh my God, like it looks so good. Under promise, especially if you're not confident. Even if you are confident, we still do that. That's just rule of thumb. Be transparent about what is realistically achievable. Education, you guys, oh my God, it is invaluable. It is invaluable. Even highly skilled hairdressers need education. And I say that, oh my gosh, with love. But if you are that person that hasn't been to education in like a long, long time, I call it dust the rust. If you don't dust the rust, meaning if you're rusty in a skill set and you don't go dust that off and polish it, shine it up new again, I can tell you whatever you were good at, you are one trend or technique away from being irrelevant, especially if you stop learning. You just are. And when you stop learning, you know nothing. So the bottom line, you guys, is reputation over skill set. Your reputation is number one. Your skill set is a very close number two. I know you guys are like, wait a minute. How could your skill set not be number one? How is it number two over your reputation? Because you can be incredibly talented and have a terrible reputation. That's why, good or bad, a reputation is everything. It truly is. And I had a personal experience. I'm a professional hairdresser. I went to see another professional hairdresser. Her attitude was stink ass. And there are not too many people that I dislike or that I would use the H word, meaning HATE. But this girl, I cannot stand her. I would never even grace my audience with even saying her name. That's how much I do not like this person. She not only cursed me out, but she put me out of her salon. And that was because I commented, I asked a question about something she was doing. We know our hair better than you do, even you, the professional. The client lives with their hair every single day. They know what's going to bother them. They know what's happened in the past. Okay. So you have to listen to your client. And that experience that she gave me, I felt so humiliated that it was, I still think about it today and I cannot believe that it actually happened. And maybe one day when I get behind a paywall, maybe, I don't know if I'll tell the story, but it was beyond crazy. Okay. So your reputation, it's everything. And it's, part of having a good reputation is how you behave when something goes wrong. Anyone can look professional when the client loves their hair. You're all smiley, everybody's smiling. They're like feeding your ego. So, yeah, I did that shit, right? So, anybody can be happy. But professional shows up when they don't love their hair. That shows who you truly are. That's when people actually see you. All righty. So, you guys, before I ramble on, I'm going to close it and leave you with this, just give you some things to take away from this episode. And I hope I've given you something to think about so that we don't have clients crying in their cars. You have, stylists, listen to me clearly. You have chemicals, shears, heat. Are you listening to me? Chemicals that can break somebody's hair off. It can burn somebody's scalp, destroy their follicles. Chemicals. You have shears. Shears are sharp. You can cut somebody with your freaking shears. You can unalive somebody with shears. Okay. You have heat. You can burn someone. You can fry somebody's hair off. You have all of these things and people's hair in your hands. That is what being a professional is. That is what weight you hold as a professional. All righty. If you know that you caused the problem and have the ability to make it right, you guys, that is just gross. That is gross negligence to look that client in the face and refuse to fix it. Not only, let me just say this, I'm just going to tell you what to do. If you're one of these people that would refuse, that is an abuse of power. Fix it, please. Fix it. And not only fix it, but fix it for free. By golly. Then figure out what went wrong so you don't do it again. Simple. That is it. If you are not financially sound and stable, get your finances in order, okay? Don't take it out on your client. If you know you messed up, fix your client's hair, please, for God's sakes, and go get some education. Education, education, education. And I'm going to leave it there, you guys. Thank you for listening and watching. Hit the subscribe button on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Bye.